Well, hey there, my friends. Welcome to my channel, Ink and Whimsy. I'm Laura Daniels, and I'm glad you decided to come around to watch the second page come together in my 12 by 12 scrapbook series. I am using Busted My Stash. This is a very old, close to my heart kit called Silver Bells. And when you watched the first video, you saw that I had gone to an ice castle, literally an ice castle just like this. But ours, we were more in the evening and it started to get drizzly, so they were kind of dark. So I had to be a little bit more creative with how I did the actual photos. So I chose to do some black and white imagery, and because this one, I am wearing a yellow fluorescent jacket, which would not have gone at all with my color scheme. So I really had to lighten this up. And then this one, it was so blue and dark, so I really tried to lighten it up. Now the two shades don't really match, but when they're on the page, they do come together. And this is my nephew Michael with his sweet and sassy girlfriend Emily, and they had spent the day with us. So I'm going to put together page 2, and then we're going to do the big reveal in the end, so I hope you'll stick around. All right, so let's get started laying down our base page, and of course it's going to complement the first half. So we are going to do our glue dots here. We don't need two. Oh, excuse me. Let's lay this one down. And I put them that corner to that corner. Here we go. All right. So now we're going to take this piece right here and put it on the left-hand side. So when I did the first video, I couldn't remember the name of the movie I was talking about. It's called Frozen. Oh my gosh. I forgot to look up the song that I like that goes with it. What is that song? Oh my goodness. You know, the neat thing about scrapbooking is that you can tell stories from years ago, and if you don't have all the information, that's what helps you to connect with family and friends, because you send them a screenshot of the photo and so, what do you remember about this day when we all went to the ice castle? What was one of your favorite memories of when we did go? Usually when we leave after a day of just having a fun adventure and we're all driving home, the kids know this, I'll go, okay, what's everyone's top memory? What's your favorite memory of what we did? And then it's just fun to hear everyone's favorite memory, because they're not always the same. And I always find that I am pleasantly surprised to hear the variety in the answers, and some of them are really surprised, going, wow, I didn't think that would be their favorite part. So it's nice to hear these things. And I think for mine, there was at one point we were freezing, okay? Big toes, little toes, fingertips, noses. I think the insides of our noses were freezing, and they had a hot cocoa bar. And at this point, it had started to drizzle. Now, we had an incredible time. Lots of laughter and fun. We took a sleigh ride. We had a lot of fun. But by then, we were just like beyond cold and we needed some hot cocoa. So we went to the hot cocoa bar, and I think Emily and Michael treated us all to hot cocoa, and it just tasted so good. But we had the drizzle coming down, right? And Mom and I both wear glasses. And Mom definitely, she has to wear glasses all the time. And the drizzle was hitting her glasses, so she couldn't see that well. And she had taken her glasses off to clean them. And she started to reach for her hot cocoa. Oh, don't tell me this has run out. It sure has. Okay. Well, this took me about 10 minutes just to figure out how to put it back in. When I took it apart, I should have kept it laying exactly the way it has to go back in, so this would be easier, but I did not do it that way, obviously. All right, so the story is we had just we had gotten hot cocoa and we were all cold. And Mom and I had both taken off our eyeglasses because they were just so covered with the drizzle, we couldn't even see out of them, right? So we had taken them off thinking we could see better, and we really couldn't clean them. We had nothing to clean them with because everything was just sopping wet. Well, Mom, at around this time, she reaches out for a hot cocoa, and she's doing this thing like she's almost drunk and she can't find out where her hot cocoa is. And she's thinking, she goes, my glasses are just so wet, I can't even see. And what she didn't realize is that she had literally didn't even have the eyeglasses on her face, and that's why she couldn't see. So it had nothing to do with the rain on her glasses. She didn't have her glasses on. And just watching her trying to find her hot cocoa, not realizing that her eyeglasses were literally in her pocket because they were just so wet and she couldn't wipe them off, we were all just cracking up and laughing. So we dug out her eyeglasses. We were able to clean them with something that was dry. I don't even know what any of us had that was dry, and she put them on. It was like a whole new world. And I think there's a song, A Whole New World. So Mom was able to see her hot cocoa. We were able to stop laughing and actually drink our hot cocoa. And I don't know if we were more excited to actually hold the cup that had the hot cocoa in it because it was warmer, or to just drink it because it was warm. But that was funny. I love those funny moments, don't you? I almost thought I had dropped this. So this was February of 2023, and I have gotten past worrying about what my handwriting looks like, because for me, that's part of the story. I know I love seeing my mom's handwriting, and I can remember my grandma, she has since passed away, but her handwriting was uniquely her own. And it was always special to see her handwriting, especially now if I come across a card that she had given me years ago. It's very special to come across that card and to see her handwriting. So I want the kids to see my handwriting, as imperfect as it is. It's certainly not pretty to look at, that's for sure. Now, I don't know if you all know this. I am new to a lot of this. But for those of you that have been around, you probably already know it is so smart to use all the outer edges of your dimensional page, because it's still just as sticky, and people don't know what's on the other side, do they? So I want to use this ornament right here. I love this picture of Michael and Emily, and I want to pop this up just a little bit. And you see how I'm covering a little bit of this because it's all very, that's all ice. There's really nothing behind the photo. So I thought that added to it. Don't you agree? It just kind of adds to it. And we're going to add this tiny little star right up here. Yep. All right. Now we're going to do this bottom cluster. And I forgot to show you the sticker, the stamp set that I used to do that girl. Remember on the first page, this is the stamp set I use. It's called In a Winter Wonderland. And I stamped and cut her out and colored her. So I used her. And then on the other one, let me see if I have it back here. Excuse me. I will, as I'm just flipping stuff around here. Let me see, let me get all these. Let's see, here it is. And then for these snow boots, this is the Snow Much Fun stamp set from Close to My Heart. Oldies but goodies, oldies but goodies. And look, here's another star that I want to use somewhere. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to stick this down, and this is going to go over on top of a little bit of the photo. So I better get it right the first time, right? So I know I want the best the best of times right there. We're going for it because like it's down now. It is down. All right, let's stick our star because I want this more in the background. Put this down. You know, I wanted to take a second and just tell you all how much I appreciate your words of encouragement, because when I am standing here doing these videos, I think I just sound so silly, and you know, I make a lot of mistakes. I go, oh my gosh, why am I doing this? Why are people still watching my videos? And then you all leave some of the nicest comments, and I go, okay, I can do a couple more because my goal, I do have a goal. My goal is to do this for 6 months straight, and if I can see a difference in my number of YouTube subscribers, and I would love to get monetized, that would certainly help me out financially. But if I can get monetized, if I can see an increase, I know that I'm making a difference and people are enjoying it. So every time you take a moment to give me a thumbs up and you take a moment to leave a comment, do not doubt how encouraging your words are to me. I look forward to those so much, to go, okay, did anyone say anything about what I did? Like, did anyone like what I did? So I appreciate all of you. All right, let's see. I want that about right there. Now remember, we're still going to add our glitter. And I want to put down this little star. I have a little bit of glue there. All right, here we go. We're going to stick this down right here. And then we have this tiny little guy. Come here. And we're going to put him down. I think this has come out real good. And remember, I'm going to show you part A right next to this in just a second. All right, so we need to add some of our silver and a little bit of the brown. It's not a brown, it's kind of like, it's a beautiful copper color, I think. Oh, let's just start down here since I really don't know where I'm going with these. We're going to put this one here. I'm trying to do the cascading look. Did y'all get that? The cascade of color and fun. And I guess we need to do some of these up here. I got a little claustrophobic in that tunnel. And my brother followed behind me, or did he go first? Oh, he went first, and then he's the one that took the picture. That's how we did that. I didn't want to shoulda, woulda, coulda. I go, okay, I got to go in. I got to do it. Nobody wants the shoulda, woulda, couldas, do they? Especially if they're safe and you know you can do it. You know, it's like, do it. Do it, do it. That's why I went trick-or-treating with my granddaughter, and I dressed up this year. I was a munchkin from the Wizard of Oz. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. And she was Glenda the Good Witch. My daughter-in-law was the Bad Witch. And then, let's see. Oh, my son, he was the Scarecrow. Oh my gosh, they looked awesome. They really did. I don't know about me and the munchkin. I was wearing these elf shoes that were a foot longer than my actual shoes. So for me to walk in those, and I am less than 5'2". I am 5'1 3/4". So for me to be walking around with these elf shoes on, it was hilarious. So, but I didn't want to shoulda, woulda, coulda, and I had a lot of fun. All right, let's lift this up and let me give you a close-up. So here is a stamped image that I colored, and then I have the beautiful dots on there, and of course it's the best time of the year. Anytime you're having fun, it's the best time of the year, isn't it? I have the date. This is Michael and Emily, my brother and his wife, and then me in the ice cave, and I like the two different clusters. So when we look at the other page, the cluster will be down here, right? So it kind of goes up like this. All right, so hold on, because now it's time for the big reveal. Let's see how it all looks together. Don't go anywhere. All right, my friends, we ready for the big reveal? I stood up on my chair again to make sure you could see everything. I love how it came together, and I wanted to show you first the stamp sets I use. Now again, these are close to my heart because I'm busting my stash, and I pulled out an old kit and I shopped my own stash. In other words, go through your own closet to find the goodies that would go with the story you're trying to tell. All right, and I used the Scrapbook Workshop Silver Bells. So here we go. What do you think? I love how it came together, so you can see how this girl that I stamped and cut out, I brought out the blue and the turquoise in the pictures. And then with these boots right here, I brought out more of the gray undertones. And I like how with these two pictures here, they're not matted. So they look like they're more a part of the background. And then the real bright photos with the bright blues in them, I did matte them on some of the detailed, the DSP. And it's not DSP and close to my heart. Oh well, I think y'all know what I'm talking about. So then we have our triangle. So there's no need for me to lift this up so you can see it closer, but in the comments below, I'd love to know if you prefer to go to the beach and see the sandcastle displays, or would you rather go to an ice castle up in Woodstock, New Hampshire? All right, my friends, until we meet again in YouTube land, I hope you have an incredible day and God bless you. Bye-bye.